and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZeee. And let's jump into today's episode.
What's up? Hi, good people.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast, the one and only podcast you ever need. The all-inclusive, everlasting.
Yes, the best podcast.
The best.
In all podcasts.
The one and only 7-figure.
We could have went to the Roots Picnic
fashion
and did our podcast. Did you see there was podcasters out there?
I knew it was going to be podcasters there. Yeah.
We could have.
At the Roots Picnic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could have signed up.
We could have. I talked about it. I asked you.
No,
it was a conversation.
You talked about the lady.
No, I talked about it first as us going to do the same thing we kind of did for Easter. And I said we should like submit something. And then nothing ever happened of that.
Wow.
Prom season happened. And then I guess, I don't know. But I would not have had the time to submit anything. So, So it wasn't going to get done.
Speaking of prom season is over. Prom season is like our...
Praise God.
As fashion designers, prom season is our season. Our crazy season. Yeah. How do we look at this?
Yeah, this is good. You said prom season is our crazy season?
Yeah.
I was trying to see if you can move it closer to you.
Sometimes it's blocking my face. So when I'm recording, I'd be like, I gotta move it down.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I got it. Okay.
Yeah. But what were you saying? Prom season what?
Prom season is our crazy season.
Yes. Our bread and butter?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of bread and butter.
What?
Gunna just dropped a song.
Is it called Bread and Butter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's my new favorite song.
Really?
Yep.
Never heard it. Never will hear it. Sorry.
But how was your prom season? First of all, it's almost been, has it been a year since our very first recording?
I have no clue. We should look that up though.
Or it's about to be a year?
It's about to be a year.
And
it's soon.
I think one of our very first episodes was prom season last year.
Oh, really?
So...
Oh, it probably was.
So, go back and listen.
Yeah.
To
that one.
To that one. And then listen to this and you'll see the growth.
Yeah.
It's definitely growth from last year.
Yeah. Prom season was good. 109 gowns.
Last year was,
who knows, 103. I don't know. 87 maybe.
That's amazing.
I haven't really I haven't looked at what the numbers was last year compared to this year.
Do you know how good that is? You know when you listen to other
designers,
they be doing like 20.
I know.
30, 50.
And complaining.
50, yeah, and complaining. You did 100.
109.
Do you know how do you feel about yourself? Like, do you look in the mirror and be like, I'm the goat? You don't say none of that to yourself?
No. I feel extremely normal.
I was about to say, you still feel like,
yeah. Like, this is life. This is grace. This is God's grace on my life, and I am grateful for it. But I don't look at myself as an extraordinary person. I did see somebody's post the other day, and it was like, can't believe I made, 65 gowns, and thank God, and y'all really pushed me through, and I did amazing, and all these gowns, and me and my team powered through. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. 65.
Last year you did 100.
Probably.
But it was just us two.
Yeah. But it was just us two. And this year, hallelujah, it was 5, 6 of us.
Yeah. You had a real good prom team this year.
Really good prom team this year. 2 high school interns, 2 seasoned seamstresses, women over 50, and us too. So beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and the other girl who's like around our age. So is that 7? 7 of us. Yeah. So amazing. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the new energy in the store.
They was amazed.
They were amazed?
They were amazed. Like, I don't know. I've been working there for so long. So just like,
right. You got the same energy. Like, new day, let's go. New day, let's
just go. In there like, what? Like, you did this? Like, that's amazing. Like,
yeah.
Amazed. And how you handle it. You never like show you overwhelmed or you just get through it. You don't complain. You just
next.
I gotta fit in that 3.
Yeah.
I gotta fit in that 5.
Yep. Legit. Like, I don't have time to. I feel like being overwhelmed or anxiety, like, I get that some people struggle with those things, but for me personally, I don't have time for those type of emotions. Right. Like, I have a fitting at 2 p.m. I have a fitting at 3 p.m. I have a fitting at 5 p.m. So if I try to be worked up by the 2 p.m., prom girl or prom mom's anxiety, that's going to throw me off for my 3 p.m. fitting, and I don't have time for that. So I'm just moving on to the next dress, moving on to the next fitting. Or, like, even if something happens in my personal life, I do not have time
you would
for
never
that
know.
to spill over.
You would never know.
You would never know.
Only reason why I know is because we friends.
Right.
But the other girls, you would never know.
You would never know. I not.
You do a good job.
I don't play that.
And then, like, me, I'm so... Every time before I have a fitting, I'm just panicking, and then the fitting come and they be like, fine. But I like look at you and I be like, wow, I have to stop. I have to stop being anxious.
Yeah,
I have to. I don't know. That's what I remember. I told you this morning. I was having a little moment. That was another part, and I'm like, I just was thanking God that I got you.
Oh, that you got me. Why, thank you.
Well, the experience I got to, at least if I'm working for somebody, at least I'm working for you. And and I don't know, you're a good role model, positive person.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
So it was like, wow,
109
orders. That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
The goal is 1,000 next year.
Is the goal 1,000 next year? I feel like I could do 500 manufactured gowns, or I could do 400 manufactured and 100 whatever custom. I don't know.
That's the goal.
But next year I think my goal is 500, and most of that, 90% of that will be manufactured, and then 10% of those people will be able to get customizations to the manufactured gowns.
Next year my goal is 50. Crazy.
For you, that's crazy. I feel like you could start at 25.
Nope.
Because that's a lot.
No, I'm going to do...
I mean, if your goal is 50, then you might hit 25, you might hit 35, you know?
Yeah. No, look. My goal is 50, but my real goal is 25.
Oh, okay.
But
reach for the start.
It's like... Remember how I said the GoFundMe, my goal was 10? My goal really 5. Okay. But if 10 come, then
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, everybody was amazing. All of my prom girls were amazing. I think the mothers, the family, everybody was amazing, kind,
Yeah. And the best part about it is you make people day. And they be so happy.
I make people, like, who? The customers or the people?
The prom girls. Customers in general, the wedding, whether it's birthdays, weddings, or whatever. Just at the end of the final fitting, everybody just be happy, and it'd be like such a joyful feeling.
Yeah, it was so cute this year. A lot of girls, I don't know if it's something in the water or if it was me, I don't know, but a lot of girls this year was like dancing in their prom dresses, screaming when they saw their dress, or like just super like
that's what it's about.
Happy and positive coming into this store and just be like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah. I love it so much. Yeah. So it was just nice and joyful. Beautiful.
It is a
times.
lot to deal with customers. And you do really well with it. Your customer service or your mood. Or just how you handle it. Sometimes people might say something like, "Where's the zipper?" But they really don't know what they're talking about, and it's a fitting, and you be like, "Oh no, like that's in the next fitting," or like you handle it so well instead of just snapping like, "Are you dumb?" Like you so professional with it.
Yeah. I am. It's crazy because I'm thinking about the situation over the weekend and I'm like, yes, I am kind and professional and never snap and never do it. So
I'm surprised you took that order this weekend.
No, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the whatchamacallit, the online thing.
Oh, the Google thing.
The Google thing. So weird and random. So just to fill you guys in, random situation. Now, mind you, 109 prom gowns. One disgruntled client out of 109.
Out of 101.
Maybe I'm trying to think if there was even a single other one. I'm going to say
the other
maybe
one, but they was just crazy.
Which one are you talking about? The
mom.
But that mom, guess what? And again, I almost never check my reviews in general. But that mom actually left me a positive review on my Square system. So like, when you swipe a card purchase, I guess the program will send you like, hey, do you want to give this store a review? She actually gave me a beautiful review. Like, she was so patient with me. Never lost professionalism. Even when I was feeling overwhelmed, she made me feel comfortable. She answered my calls. And this mom in particular was very anxious. Very anxious, very like tedious, like, is this going to be like this, or can you do this, or can you do it, and calling me 3-4 times a day, and like,
you better than me.
And again, that's why I understand that people,
because you better than me.
Yeah, I understand that people deal with different anxiety
that would have ruined
temperatures. I don't have time for anything to ruin my day.
Yeah,
I really don't. Nothing can ruin my day. Like, it's just not something I do. But even that mother left me a positive review. This one disgruntled client, let me tell you.
What was the whole story?
The whole story?
Yeah, like what?
So, not to give her too much play, but she ordered a custom gown that was flowers. It was like cascading flowers. Let's say like a quinceañera type dress, like tight on the top, poofy on the bottom, cascading flowers, like with a lot of flowers on the top bust part and then fading out towards the skirt. And we ordered a fabric. Now, because none of the fabric stores around us had a flower fabric that did this. So we were looking for a specialty fabric. I found a couple options, ordered one online, beautiful fabric. However, in the picture, the sparkle next to the flowers looked like it was silver. And when it came in the mail, it was actually like a rose goldish gold. So even though the flowers were the right color, pink and everything, the vines on it were gold instead of the silver that the picture looked like. Now, mind you, we all looked at... Right. And we all looked at the photos, and I asked her before I ordered it in, whatever. But the base materials and everything was from the local fabric stores, yada, yada. She tries on the base of the gown, the corset and the poof skirt. She tries it on with the hoop skirt. In love, super happy client, happy with my work.
I seen the
all
pictures
of the things
from the first fitting. She was smiling in the first fitting. It looked really nice.
Exactly.
It looked really nice.
It looked really nice on her. Gorgeous. Happy client. The fabric comes in the mail. The vines are a different color. She said that her date had already ordered a suit that was gray to match the silver that she thought the vines were. So she asked if we could do a different fabric. Now, there was no other fabric that had the cascading flowers. So I gave her the option of making it by hand. That was my first mistake because I'm making a fabric by hand from scratch, which should have cost a lot more. Now, I did not charge it more for that because I love my job. I enjoy what I do. And it was my pleasure, to do something special for this client who wanted a very particular style of dress, gorgeous dress. So again, look for different materials, look for different flowers, different colors, different patterns or whatever. Find some things that we like, that she likes, order them in. I start putting the flowers on the gown one by one. Now, first we ordered 2 different shades of pink. Put those on. She loves it. Then has her fitting. Now she wants a 3rd shade of pink in order to add to the 2 lighter shades of pink. She wanted a darker shade of pink. Cool. Order those flowers in. Start putting them on. Then she has a fitting and she's like, mind you, the flowers are individually hand placed on. So they weren't hand sewn on, they were glued on because it's like 1,000 individual flowers. So she approves the flowers that are on there, then adds in the 3rd color. When she sees it in the 3rd color, she still loves it. But then after approving it, she was like, you know what? Can you take off one of the first colors that you put on weeks ago and then just fill in with the last 2 colors? And I'm like, well, I can't because they were glued on weeks ago. You approved it, you saw it. And if I rip them off, it's gonna cut holes in the fabric. Then I'm gonna have to sew up the holes and then put the other flowers on top. That's a lot of extra hours. That's a lot of extra work. And mind you, I had never even charged her to make the fabric by hand in the first place. Plus, she had already approved it. Like, I would have never put them on and put I even put extra on because she approved putting extra on. So then after those being put on and sitting overnight, being glued on, stapled in, then she says, can you take them all off? And I was like, that's a lot of extra hours and extra like hand labor. So that I'm going to have to charge you for because now I'm undoing what I already did, hand sewing, then putting something new on. And again, like we just approved this not even 2 weeks ago, but also yesterday. And she threw a fit. She was like, why do I have to get charged more? Why when you're being unreasonable? I'm like, miss, I already did 7 things for free. Now that I can't do the 8th thing for free, it's a problem. This is a lot more labor. And if you had not approved it twice already, then I would not charge you more. Because if I had did it without your approval, then fine, I'll take it off and do something different because I didn't ask first. But I did. You saw it. You tried it on. You loved it. Now the next day you're asking for something different. That's going to take a lot more time. So now it's extra free. And I say, honestly, I really could have charged the extra at least $500 to do this fabric by hand. Because now I'm hand placing all these flowers. But I did not do that just because, it's my pleasure to do a gown for you. I'm going to leave it at the same price. But, I'm going to make this by hand, order them the flowers, everything. But yeah, now that it's like the 4th, 5th thing that you're asking for, now I'm going to have to start charging because I was being too nice in the first place, which was my fault.
You can't even be nice.
You can't even be nice.
At all. You can't do one thing for free because, or you can't, what it say? What's that saying? Whatever. I don't know. You can't say yes to something because they're going to come back.
Yeah, because by the time once you say no, then everybody's mad at you. But yeah, so that was my fault. Either way, I said, so I'm just going to charge you an extra $100 because I know charging $500 is probably too much for you at this point.
Right.
And I'm trying not to be unreasonable.
The dress was too much. The dress was a lot to do.
The dress was a lot of hand work to do. Like, and nobody understands, but like clients think everything is just magic. Yeah. But it was a lot of hand detailing to do. So to undo the hand detailing, do more hand detailing, and then redo what you undid, I was like, girl, I'm going to have to start charging now. So, but again, I was like, only an extra $100 just because I need something for the extra time that I'm doing, But the girl was upset by that extra $100, and never picked up the dress. So I finished it, and then she never picked it up. Then fast forward a month later, I'm out with a person who I met at an event, and they're like, oh my God, I love what you're doing. I love your store. What's the name of your store again? I have him type in the name of my store, and I see all of these negative reviews. And I'm like, what is this?
It was from weeks ago, though.
From weeks ago. And again, hardly ever check my reviews, but usually they're always positive, so I never really have to. Mm-hmm. So I see all these reviews, and I was like, oh, well, let me show you let me show you the work or whatever, or my website, whatever. So then I go back later on that night and look at the reviews, and there's like 10 reviews that were all made on the same day.
From random pages.
Random pages.
Somebody from India.
So yeah, it's just a mess.
Yeah, you could tell somebody set that up.
Yeah, you could tell somebody set it up because they was all made on the same day.
Was out to get you.
Out to get me. And it was like horrible service. There were bugs all over my dress.
Lying.
There are literally no
bugs in the store.
Please.
Ever.
And then one comment said she charged me $6,100 for a dress and then charged me an extra $900 to do something else. There's literally nothing even on my website that is more than 1,800, maybe 2,000 at the highest. So the fact that you're writing this type of, the staff was so rude and unprofessional. The girl was so mean to me.
And then one thing that everybody kept saying was prom. Just so they can make it. So if you're reading it, don't go here for prom.
Right.
They kept using that keyword on purpose.
Right. But it's cool because God.
But in a way now, you building your Google page up. Now you got good pictures on your Google page now.
From where? Because I need to tell people to start leaving me reviews on my Google. Because Google is fairly new. But I guess now I'm going to start telling people to leave me positive reviews.
It's going to be a gift in a way.
It's just very annoying because it's just y'all, literally, mind you, I've been in business coming up on 8 years. Mm-hmm. I have never had a situation like this happen. But it's just very disheartening because I probably have over 1,000 individual clients throughout a year. Mm. And the only people that leave reviews is the horrible,
if you scroll
angry
down,
at life people.
If you scroll down,
it's positive reviews.
It's positive reviews from.
I don't know. It's just very disheartening.
The only negative reviews is from
that same
week.
Yeah. It's
then
just
I put it on my Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and my friends. A couple of them. They went and wrote positive reviews.
Okay,
and
thank you.
I sent it to a couple people, and they wrote positive reviews.
Yeah,
but I put it in my close friends.
Okay,
when I put it in my close friends, everybody was like, "People are insane."
Oh, really? Oh, yes. You showed what they put on there?
Yeah, I only showed the bug one.
Okay,
I was like, "This don't even make sense. Why would somebody write this?"
This is horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah, and I support you though.
Right, and I don't got time to be sad. I don't got time to be mad. Yeah. It's next client. I had some beautiful.
I was so mad, but then I was like, the next morning, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm highly favored.
I'm
highly favored by God, so I'm not worried about it. It's just it's slightly annoying. It's slightly annoying and disheartening. As a young Black woman who has been owning this business on her own since I was 25 years old, and the only designer collections that are in the store are Black or people of color, Asian collections, other Black young women. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're putting all of these negative views on this store, the whole staff was rude. Literally, all of our people who work here are so kind, so pleasant.
I
don't even hire people who got an attitude.
You don't play that.
I don't play it. I literally don't play that. If you're rude to my customers, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have any more hours available."
Yeah,
ever. I do not play that with rude people who are rude to customers. Even one of the not to say anything, whatever, but even one of the seamstresses who worked there, I had to get on them because she commented on one of my prom girls' body type. And I felt like her comment was rude. It was just basically saying
out of there.
Pretty much. She basically said, "Oh, I don't know if you have the body for this type of dress."
She said that to her?
She said, your boobs are really, really big, and I don't know if you had the body type for this type of dress. And I was like, her body is perfect. Her body is perfect, and she will look perfect for prom. Thank you. And I smile. But even me saying that to her, she knew I was checking her.
Yeah.
Because don't ever say anything negative about my clients. Everybody is perfect. Don't play. And you're never going to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Right. Even if you say it with good intentions. No. Her body is perfect. Let's move on. Let's get her in this dress. Period. So there's never a situation like all these reviews like, oh, their staff was so rude and unprofessional and da-da-da. Nobody is rude in my store. Nobody's unprofessional. And then it was like, oh, she chose a horrible fabric. It was itchy. It was scratchy. Every client approves their fabric before we purchase it. Yeah. So it's just like, y'all really going, I mean, I don't know people who read reviews, but if people do read reviews, they might look at all those reviews and say, oh, I'm going to go to somebody else. Yeah. So very disheartening. But I did take my time and reply to each one of them and say, God bless. You know, like this is sad and disheartening, but God bless. But over the weekend, the Little Mermaid movie came out. Did you see it yet?
No. I was watching the animated one.
Oh, really?
I watched it. I watched it yesterday, but I was watching it with my little sister and my boyfriend. So they was on their phone, so I just turned it off.
Oh, that's annoying.
But I do want to see it.
But something similar happened to her. Yeah. Like a whole bunch of people who I guess were hating on the fact that Halle Bailey is the new Little Mermaid wrote a whole bunch of horrible reviews in order to discourage people from going to see the movie and supporting this movie. And again, a whole bunch of people opposite had the same effect. They started writing positive reviews. They started saying like, oh, I went to see this 5 times with my daughter. We love this movie. We support this movie. Take your family, take your kids. It's such a great movie. So there was like an overwhelming support for her in the movie, which is a beautiful movie and a great film. Yeah. But possibly because of all the negative feedback that she was getting, that was false. So I do hope that people who have had a great experience in my store and who have actually shopped at my store versus random person in Indiana who left me bad reviews, I hope that they do reach out and leave me some positive reviews so that people do not feel discouraged to support my business and the other Black and BIPOC creators that have their collections in my store.
On Twitter, they had a lot of positive things to say about Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So Twitter is like, I don't know, that's the real review. The real critics. That's what the real critics are. So everybody had really good things to say about it. Really? And they were saying it's a must watch.
Yeah. So I gotta take my nieces to see it for sure. For sure.
Did you hear about the Chicago designer?
No, let me hear.
So
I know you sent me.
Let me get her name. I meant to do that. But this Chicago designer, we're gonna crop it out.
Here is the full story.
The prom designer. Are you trying to show me what that name is? Because I definitely can't read that far, child.
Bentasa Gale.
Yeah, I don't know. Bentasa Gale? Is there another way? Benta Sagali.
Oh yeah, she's Benta Sagali.
Benta
Sagali. She's a Chicago fashion designer. Her work is really nice. I was looking at her page.
Really?
Her work is really nice.
Okay.
But she had a prom disaster.
What happened?
Basically, one of the prom girls came into. First of all, the prom girl was a red flag customer. We talked about red flag customers in one of our old episodes, so go check that episode out. But the customer was a red flag customer. Yeah. And I don't know what made the customer mad, but the customer came to her shop and they jumped her, beat her up, and stole the other girls' prom dresses.
Right.
So a lot of girls wasn't able to go on prom because they stole it.
Really? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. But I saw she posted a picture of the girl.
Yeah, the girl wore.
And is that girl still alive? Because
the girl wore the dress to prom, but in her video of her, like her prom send off, the dress is literally not her size. The dress looks so wrong on her.
Yeah.
But she basically said they're under investigation, so she can't really post much.
Okay.
But from time to time, I checked today, she posted a video of the girl walking out stealing the dresses.
Really?
It's on camera. So she like, this for all the people that's believing them, because customers are crazy.
Yeah.
But she said that it was so many red flags.
Yeah.
And it was the girl waited late to send her deposit. She sent the deposit after the deadline.
Right.
So that's where she went wrong. That's where she went wrong the first time.
Yes.
Then the girl kept switching what design she wanted.
Right. Which is not allowed at my store.
She switched it 3 times.
Yeah, it's a no.
And then the designer...
Because did she charge an extra fee?
No. The designer said she only charged her $700. Which is crazy.
Crazy.
If you look at her work is worth way more than $700. And the dresses that the girl wanted,
probably $7K.
I can't believe
$8K.
Yeah, I can't believe she was charging $700, and it was last minute.
Because I think when the post that you sent me, it was like, oh, her prom was like, I don't know, maybe the first week of May, but she switched her design on like April 23rd or something. Yeah, and I'm just like, how is that even possible?
People are so... Not everybody.
You need to just say no.
No.
It's too late.
She said she felt sorry because the girl, another designer, told her no or canceled on her. So she felt sorry and was trying to save the day.
Feeling sorry for somebody is a red flag for me. As soon as I start to feel sorry for somebody, I know I cannot take on this customer. Yeah. Because you're doing too much. You cannot pull on my heartstrings. I don't have a heart. I feel like any customer that is trying to have like a really sad sob story is going to turn you into a sob story to somebody else.
It happens a lot. You did good this year too.
I did good this year.
You didn't.
It was only I only let 2 or 3 in. 2 or 3 out of 109.
People come in. First of all, the people that order online. And they come in the mail and it don't be that, they always come to the store just with a sad sob story, and you'll take it. You be like, hey, I'm gonna save the day. No, you do save the day. However, it take away from the time from your real orders that people
exactly.
And this year you did really good with it. You said no to a lot of people.
I said no to a lot of people,
and it made a difference.
I think so.
That's why. That's not the reason why this year was so successful, but
it's probably part of it.
A huge part, yeah.
A huge part. Because normally I'm like, oh, I can squeeze them in. They're crying. Their mother is upset. Yeah. They spent $1,000 with this person. And this year I was like, nope, because that's time that I'm taking away from somebody that ordered early and on time.
Yes. We have to...
Quality over quantity.
I was saying, we have to set up like a prom guide.
Oh, 100%.
I think we should put it on TikTok. And... we should set up a prom guide for designers. Tell them how to get through prom, and then advice to the customers too, because customers never ordered custom
right
before,
so they don't know what to expect.
It'd be and each customer make the same mistake. So when you see like a same mistake in each customer, it'd be like, hey, like this is not how you do it. Yeah. So I think a lot of customers for sure need to know, like, if there's no fittings, that's a red flag designer. If they say, if you ordered from them February 1st, your prom is May 1st, and they tell you, okay, there's no fittings until April 29th, that's a red flag. You need fittings in between. You need to see the progress. Yeah, everybody's body is different. Yes. You need to be trying it on a couple times just to make sure it's coming out the way you want. The color is what you expected. The length, the size, everything is what you expected, and is moving along. So trying to rush your order is crazy because we got to have 1 million fittings. Exactly. So I don't know. But yeah, so then she did that, and then the other thing that... Then they came back and stole more dresses too.
And stole more dresses from her shop.
She had to make a GoFundMe to refund the people.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like if a customer of mine, I mean, maybe Chicago is bigger than Philly, I don't know, but if a customer of mine stole a whole bunch of gowns out of my store, if I posted their picture, my other prom customers would jump the customer that stole the gowns. Like, they would find that little girl, because, my clients are beautiful young ladies, but they are from Philly. And if they found out, oh, this girl who go to this school stole all of our prom dresses, all my prom girls gonna gang up together and be like, we outside. They gonna be outside that girl house with their cousins, and they gonna get their dresses back. Like, they would all find them, because I honestly feel in that. That's why the story kind of don't make sense to me a little bit, because I'm like, she posted the picture of the girl that had on somebody else's gown,
but maybe she just didn't want. I don't know. We would have went back and got them dresses.
We would have went back and got them dresses. Still try me. Now, I am very polite, but I know some people who are not, and that is that. On that, like, I honestly think that the other prom girls and their moms would be so mad, and they would find out who the girl and the mom was that stole the other dresses.
Why the cops didn't go? She called the cops, so why didn't the cops go get the dresses?
I don't know, but my mom is, a retired police sergeant. My aunt is current lieutenant. I got a whole bunch of people in the blue that's on my team, so I'm pretty sure those dresses would be found expeditiously.
That is crazy. I wonder why. Like, I want to hear, like, come on the show. I don't know. I want her to come on the show. But her page is going up.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't wish nothing like that for me or my clients, though. Honestly, I would never want to go through a situation like that ever. Ever. I don't care if I go TikTok, viral, YouTube. I would never want. I don't think anything like that would ever happen in my store, because I avoid red flag clients. Go back to that episode.
We need an updated
red flag clients, because you can tell when clients walk in the things they talk about, their
Saturday
disposition.
We should have known
that door is open. But you can tell some clients to avoid in their demeanor.
Mm-hmm. We should have on Saturday. We should have avoided that girl.
Yeah, should have avoided that girl. but
what did you learn, and what are you gonna do for next prom season to be better,
even better? I think for sure I learned that I'm on the right track. Like, every year it gets better and better and better. I'm so thankful that now I say no to red flag customers. I say no to last minute orders. I say no to people who just speak very negatively about custom designers or even other designers in the city. Oh, I want to go to you because I went to this man and he effed this up and he did this and da. And I cannot take your order. I apologize.
Yeah.
Because if you talk...
you don't got to make up something. You could just say no. But...
Yeah, no. Because if you... But I just know in your mind, if they talk that way about other designers, or if they had a bad experience with 3-4 designers, you will be the 5th.
Yeah.
It's not dumb. It's not the designers. It's the customer. But yeah, I definitely learned that I'm on the right track as far as like getting more and more top tier clients, top tier product, quality team members, seamstresses, just even getting better at bulk ordering certain things like horsehair braid and whatever. Like, I don't think there was ever a situation where I needed for something that wasn't right to the left of me. So I'm super grateful for that, for like lessons learned. And hopefully next year when I start the manufacturing ones, I'm gonna learn some more lessons with that and keep making that better and better.
Gonna be lessons,
keep making that better and better. But overall, beautiful season, beautiful clients, so thankful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
43.
Okay,
I want to talk about what I learned.
Oh, what did you learn? From prom season this year, both on your own and then working at the store and managing with your studio and whatnot.
Yeah, I learned. Okay, so I learned never give up. That is a big lesson that I learned. So I had quit my job, and then I had this crazy idea, like, go through your fabric, see what you got. So I was going through my fabric, and I just started making prom dresses. And then as I'm looking at all my old work, because it's a whole bunch of fabric from all my old work, I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I actually really was good. And I'm like, I can't believe I gave up. So making the dresses was like, girl, you could do this. And it was like, I regret giving up. And then watching you, I learned, like, it was nothing to complain about. No, it's nothing to complain about. Just get out there. Whatever you do in life is going to come with something. So why not do something that you love that come with bullshit? Well, BS. That come with BS.
Right.
If you're going to put up with BS, do something that you love.
I love that statement. If you're going to put up with BS, you might as well be doing something that you love. Yeah.
Instead of going to... Anyways.
Right.
But definitely start early on prom. Prepare early. Last year I started preparing, then I just gave up. I'm just like, I'm not doing this. But if I would have stayed with it, everything was coming together. I got my LLC. I got the studio.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing everything to get to being able to take orders, and then I just gave up. So,
right.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
And my goals for prom season is take orders 25, but 50.
Right.
I want to give away 2 free prom gowns on my own.
Okay.
Just to girls that deserve it. And then my GoFundMe. I want to start a GoFundMe to send off 5, it's really 5 girls to prom.
Okay.
But I really want to send off 10 girls to prom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I learned, and that's my goal for next year.
Yeah. Yeah. My only goal for next year is just to
keep
getting better.
Keep getting better.
Yeah.
Definitely manufacturing.
Manufacturing for sure is my number one goal.
My goal for it. I've been working on these jackets. It's there. It's right here. I just gotta send them the money.
Right.
So that is.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. It's coming.
It's coming.
But as always, make sure you count your blessings
before you count your money.
And we're out.
Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, thank you for listening to this episode of 7 Figure Fashion Business Podcast. If you wanted to leave me a review for my store, I had a couple people reach out. It is Oxymoron Boutique on Google at 750 South 4th Street in Philadelphia. And of course, if you're listening and you love this episode, feel free to leave us a good review here too, wherever you listen to our podcast. Have a great day.